Alright, so we're checking out the only game we're getting a D- in your science class, gives you a one-way trip straight to hell. It's 7 Days in Purgatory. More high school damnation, damn it. In 7 Days in Purgatory, you play a young man who's hired for $10 an hour by our boy Death. Death, our MS Paint looking guy over here who's slowly stroking his scythe, has given us the job to judge whether or not people get to go to heaven or hell. If you send them to the wrong place, of course, you have to deal with the repercussions of Satan and God. As time goes on, the criteria to get into either of these gets more and more ridiculous. Let's see how poorly we can possibly do. I like how he sounds like a 40-year-old inspector on a construction site. He's like, so I got a long line of dead guys right out here, see? I'm actually curious what happens if you keep sending people to the wrong place. Like, do you eventually get fired? Your job's easy. You get to decide how they spend the rest of eternity. You don't want to give me that much power. Okay, I'ma start sending some fellas in. Don Provolone, the Grim Reaper sounds good. Oh, these avatars are special. It's like Raggedy Ann had sex with a potato. All right, what do we got here? Sophie Morris, community service, helped the elderly, cleaned up the trash. Jesus, this lady did nothing wrong other than not having a job for the last 50, 60 years. I want to die. Wait, you're already dead, but I can make things worse. She actually burns alive. They're saying no good people he tossed her right in heaven's gate. I like how Satan is just like a packet of Jell-O with black horns on him. It's not what I was expecting, but I don't know what I was expecting. You and me both. Whoa, law, prejudiced and rude. So what happens if you send him to heaven? This is the one lawyer that's gonna sneak by or something. Oh my God. Freaking Sparta kicked him out. Trash belongs in the trash. God is ruthless. God, he's like Leonidas when Leonidas turns 90. They had more sins than virtues. Like being a lawyer, what? Now this right here is a good one. Is it just me or is it kind of warm in here? If I look down at your paper and I see a lot of green, it will be. Ah, she only did one good thing in her life. She thanked the bus driver. What happens if the bus driver was a murderer? You know it's gonna be a good one when their mouth goes past their eyes. Yeah, let's see what the devil has to say about this one. No good people allowed. I have a feeling I'm not going to be keeping my job. It looks like we're done for the day. How'd I do, Death? Great work, my dude. Guy has really low standards, although I guess he's only paying $10 an hour. I love this. Process 3, mistake 3, balances 0. Everything's fine on my report card here. Hey, nice to see you again. You did pretty good yesterday. You can do all that again, can't you? You mean do a terrible job? Yes, I can. I do that sort of thing daily. I heard about these cardinal virtues and cardinal sins or something. Could be important. This guy truly is the construction foreman that's been at the job for way too long. He's like, there's some safety regulations. I don't know, they could be important. Read the manual. So this here is the stuff that'll immediately get you into heaven or into hell. I like how fed the hungry is a cardinal virtue. Like, how hungry are we talking? Like, my wife eventually gets hungry. If I feed her, does that mean I get cardinal virtues like every day? Let's do this. All right, we've got Alfie here. He's done a lot of good things in his life. He's an environmentalist, thanked a bus driver, voluntary community service. I like how it says murdered, like he's been murdered, not like he's a murderer. Let's start things off with a bang. Get the kick, buddy. All right, we got Max, another lawyer. Voluntary community service, diligent, cheater, cynical, ignorant. He's got a little bit of both. Actually, none of these are cardinal sins. They're just him being a jackass. Geez, get some lights in here, dude. Oh, really? You want some extra light, do you? There you go. Pretty lit up now, isn't it? I know what my paper says, but I swear I never murdered anyone. It's all a huge mistake. You wouldn't be lying to me, Mr. Topknot, would you? My mother always told me never to trust a guy that looks like he's wearing a chocolate chip on his head. The fact that your eyebrows are asymmetrical is pissing me off. You're going to hell. If it's a mistake, I guess it's bad on me. Please believe me. Please. No. We'll let the devil decide. Now it looks like I was right. Jeez. That was exhausting. I made 120 bucks today and I've only seen you for like 17 seconds. What part of that was exhausting for you? Is it slowly undulating your staff up and down? I only made one mistake, what the hell? See you tomorrow. Death is such a nice guy. He doesn't really do but he's a nice guy. How goes it, bruh? Did death just like de-age 40 years? What year was this game made in? We're gonna get some people in line today with salvation. I know what salvation is. I'm just curious how they use it in this game. Is it contagious? Like, is it like getting herpes? I think it's like a free pass to the good place or something. Your rulebook has more info. Your lack of knowledge on everything that I'm doing that you're entrusting to me is somewhat disturbing. Salvation gives a soul free passage to the good place. People may try and forge letters of salvation. Souls carrying forged letters of salvation should be sent to the bad place. This is what the seals of salvation is? It's like the anime angry symbol? This is the happy symbol and like a vegan symbol. Whatever. Alrighty, starting off with the egg. Nice bell, yeah. Oh, I see you have a letter of salvation here, yeah. No one gets salivated on my watch. I at least have to have the devil do something every once in a while. Ava, I see you practice medicine. That's good. You led a wonderful life leading up to this moment of promptly burning in hell. Thomas Bailey, letter of salvation. Whoa, is this the afterlife? Am I really dead? Oh, it can get a lot worse. You son of a bitch. That right there is a lie. That said, I can't make too much money, so see if you can sneak on past God. Probably not, though. He's been working out. It's leg day every day for God. Oh, I think the frickety frack not. I like how God will shatter your pelvis, but keep it G. Great work, my dude. I'm really happy that you're so easy to please. Keep your spirits high. I like how Death has given me a pep talk. You know, it would be a lot better if you gave me a raise. Even some benefits, a 401k. Damn near anything. We have a new policy today. Oh, please do go on. So it's been decided that all millennials must be sent to the bad place. Damn. Is this really in the rule book? I need to know. Holy shit, it's real. All millennials must be sent to the bad place. People born between the years of 1985 and 2000 are considered millennials. Yeah, hey, I don't write the rules. Oh, no one's blaming you, Death. No one's blaming you. So check your rule book and hit that bell when you're done reading. Let's do this. For a guy who didn't write the rules, he's always so ecstatic about sending people to hell. All right, bring on the millennials. Recycled, help the elderly. Doesn't matter. Straight to hell. Millennials, going to hell all day. Next. I'm gonna make a ton of money today. My wife is next in line. She did some pretty bad stuff. I'm begging you, let her into the good place with me. Will they let me do that? I kinda wanna see. I couldn't bear spending eternity without her. Hey, if she doesn't get kicked by the Karate Kid over there, then she can stay. This is your wife. This is the most unhappy. Oh my God, bully, drug addict, prejudice. Whatever. Let's see if you make it. I gotta know. She's not getting kicked out. Are you serious? Now, is this a mustache or is this his mouth? Yeah, you're not the only one that's confused. You know what this smells like? A millennial. I wonder what's beneath that trap door I'm standing on. Well, here we call it the bad place. Do you want to know what's beneath the trap door? It's a lot of fire. Beneath the trap door, it's the one time in your life when you get to experience what it's like to be the marshmallow on the campfire. Hey, my boy Death. We can go home now. Thank you, JS. Oh, I got a postcard from that guy whose wife, who's a terrible human being, I let into heaven. They weren't satisfied with our education criteria for good place entry. I like how parents have PTA conferences, but teachers get conferences with death. So yeah, now we have a minimum GPA for the good place. You have to get good grades to get in. I mean, this is eternal happiness, not a heckin' college. All souls require a valid report card for entrance into the good place. All grades must be D- or higher. Souls with one or more Fs must be sent to the bad place. I like how being a millennial still gets you sent to hell. Well, F's in chat if you would have been sent to hell yourself. All right, Amelia, what do we got going on over here? Oh yeah, C+, A, C-, C+. Listen, the standards are pretty low these days, so go on in. Logan, you've got two problems. Your first problem is your first name is Logan. The second problem is you're a millennial. Good day. Man, the millennials are out in force today. I'm gonna be just auto-clicking on this red button for a while. A lot of C's on this goddamn report card, Alfie. I can't stop clicking on the red. This journey has been so boring. Oh, really, Olivia? Let me go ahead and spice it up for you. There you go. Hot enough? You have no idea how long that line was. Clearly not long enough to learn how to do algebra. I appreciate that you donated money to charity, but these days, all of your good efforts have been negated thanks to your poor grades. Goodbye. See you tomorrow, bruh. You too, bruh. Take your time. You have the rest of eternity. And why is there a goddamn clock on the wall? Buddy, I've got some good news and some bad news. They disbanded the union, didn't they? The good news is that millennial thing is no longer a thing. Yeah, it was dumb. The good place is open to all ages again. I guess a lot of people complained. And the bad news is the grade requirements have been raised to a C. Jesus. I would have gone to hell by like the 2nd grade. So give that bell a big old high five. We're going to be sending a lot of people to hell today. You better pray you bastards were getting tutored. C-. See you in hell, Noah. I just realized his comment was, I'm excited. There's no way this world could be worse than Earth, right? You can let me know in a couple of years. A man named Edward Iverson is responsible for murdering my friend. For whatever reason, his paper says otherwise. He is in the line, Edward Iverson. Send him to the bad place. Well, you two can get involved in Mortal Kombat because clearly your English skills are not very good. Oliver Bailey, D+, straight to hell. Jack Sanchez. What's the deal with that death guy? I don't really know. He doesn't do much work. Straight to hell. Edward Iverson helped the elderly, donated money to charity, cleaned up trash, and got an A+ in English. Look at those upturned eyes. He looks so happy to be here. However, someone said that you're a murdering son of a bitch. I don't know if it's true or not, but I sent him to hell. So I'd like to get a postcard during my summary screen of you two locked in Mortal Kombat. You made the right choice. Who is this from? I like how I make no mistakes when I literally have to send everyone that comes to me to hell about the report card situation. Well, you don't necessarily need good grades to live a successful life, right? That's why we now accept trade certificates as alternatives to report cards. The signatures of the 5 trade masters. This one actually looks like my signature. It's just a bunch of squiggles like this. All right, we're gonna try and screw everyone over here. I'm calling this one hell. This girl's name is Lillian Chevrolet. Hell again. All right, finally we're getting some mistakes. Dropped something? Oh, you know, just taking out the trash. A bunch of A's, but he's a lying whore. So over to heaven with him. I'll never get tired of that god kick. Trade, none. And yet he has a trade card. One is Elizabeth and the other one is Arthur. I like how the good thing about him is honest. Who filled this out? Did the guy fill it out? God, someone really dropped the ball on this. Oh wait, you have to go to heaven. And there's the kick. It's good. Yo, you made it through a whole week. Excellent work. When do I get paid? That wasn't so bad, right? That was pretty bad. Wow. I had a 66% accuracy. The best part is, it's actually a 66.6% accuracy. Oh, that's legit. Well, we sent anyone who's a millennial and anyone who was slightly mediocre at school to hell. I guess that's a job well done. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed this episode of 7 Days in Purgatory. Until the next time, stay foxy, much love.